Yeah, especially when they go big.
The lineup for Bahrain is jersey number 21, Calvert. Jersey number 22, jersey number 5, Galloway Brendan. Jersey number 6, Ethan Atlas. Jersey number 3, Jordan Zipura. Jersey number 11, Muhammad Williams. Jersey number 4.
Welcome to the National Sports Stadium in Harare. We are in Group G of African 2022 World Cup qualifying today, and it is a crucial meeting between Zimbabwe and Ghana. These sides clashing again 3 days after the Black Stars emerged victorious by 3-1 at home in Cape Coast. This is the situation in Group G coming into matches today. South Africa on top with 7 points after 3 games. Ghana second on 6 points. Ethiopia with 3, and Zimbabwe still winless on 1 point. If Ghana can win this game today, they will move to the top of the standings, at least provisionally, until South Africa play Ethiopia later in the day. And remember, the final 2 rounds of matches in this group and across this stage of qualifying in the African zone will be played next month. And at the moment, we are in line for a decisive meeting between Ghana and South Africa to close out the section in mid-November. Ghana, who are still reeling after their 1-0 defeat at the hands of the South Africans in Johannesburg last month. And these 2 teams meeting here today in Harare have changed coach since the September games. Ghana bringing back the veteran Serbian Milovan Rajevac to restore pride to the national team, revive their fortunes and try and get them to the World Cup. And Zimbabwe making a change as well. Well, Ghana got rid of a local coach to bring in a veteran from Europe. Zimbabwe did the opposite. They got rid of the Croatian Zdravko Logarušić to bring in Norman Mapeza on a 3-month contract initially as the interim boss to see them through this qualifying campaign. Well, these are the scenes here in Harare, and while there was a small crowd, about 4,000 fans able to attend the game in Ghana, in Cape Coast, between the teams at the weekend, unfortunately today this match will be played in an empty stadium. The Zimbabwean Federation did try to get clearance from the authorities to get a crowd in here today, but their attempts were turned down. Upgrades needed here at the stadium before fans can attend, as we try to come through the pandemic as well. And that means once again an empty stadium in this vast national stadium in Harare, where the flags are fluttering. There is a breeze. heading towards 3 in the afternoon here in Zimbabwe. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and temperatures ideal, really, about 22 degrees, clear skies. Perfect conditions for football, but pretty warm pitch side nonetheless. And in just a few moments, the teams will be out here to get us underway. Match day 4 in qualifying Group G. Well, the lucky few allowed inside the ground. And a very important game this for both teams. For Zimbabwe, it's last chance saloon. If they can win this game today, it will revive their hopes of getting to the World Cup for the first time. Ghana, meanwhile, well, they really, I think it's fair to say, they come into every World Cup qualifying campaign certainly with the hope of getting there, and you could argue expecting to get there. They have, of course, made a big impact at the World Cup in South Africa in 2010. And now looking to make it back to the finals after missing out in qualifying for the Russian World Cup in 2018, when they came a disappointing third in their group behind Egypt as well as Uganda. Team who were at the World Cup 3 times in a row from 2006 to 2014, and it was in the middle of that they had that superb run to the last 8 in South Africa. The Black Stars flying the flag for Africa in the latter stages of that World Cup campaign, and now they want to get back to the biggest stage of all in Qatar next year. Well, the substitutes coming out, and the teams will be on the field very shortly. I can tell you, we'll look at the starting lineups in a few moments, but following that game at the weekend in Cape Coast, notable that Zimbabwe have rung the changes today for this match, really looking to freshen things up. The interim Warriors manager, Norman Mapeza, 7 changes made altogether, and in contrast to that, Milovan Rajevats largely sticking with the same team that won at the weekend. And just to recap what happened in that game, a 3-1 win for Ghana. They were in front early on through Mohamed Kudus, the young Ajax player. Zimbabwe got themselves back on level terms early in the second half thanks to a Knowledge Musona penalty. But it was Thomas Partey with a terrific goal midway through the second half who restored Ghana's lead. And then the inevitable Andre Ayew sealing the win late on. So the team's coming out here in the sunshine in Harare. This second meeting in 4 days between Zimbabwe and Ghana in World Cup qualifying Group G. A place at the finals in Qatar next year is at stake here. Ghana looking to keep the pressure firmly on South Africa at the top of the group, and Zimbabwe still looking for a first win. And if they can get the points today, it will keep alive their slim hopes of making it to the World Cup for the first time. Well, before kick-off today, we will, of course, stand for the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we all stand up for the singing of the Ghana national anthem.
We start with the national anthem of Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Well, that was the Ghanaian national anthem, and now time for the national anthem of the hosts today, Zimbabwe. So those were the national anthems, Zimbabwe and Ghana meeting again. Ghana looking for a repeat success after their 3-1 victory at home in Cape Coast. At the weekend, they've come all the way down here to Harare for the rematch today against the Zimbabwe side coached by Norman Mapeza, the interim manager of the Warriors, ringing the changes 7 in all following the defeat at the weekend. Among the players coming in, Kama Biliat, the big star of this Zimbabwean side, the number 11. He is available again today after serving a suspension at the weekend. Among the players missing today, Tendai Darikwa, the fullback who has had to return to England, where he is based due to family issues. There is no place in the squad for either of these games for the Lyon striker Tino Kadewere. He was injured during the last international break in September here against South Africa. Amin Mohamed Omar of Egypt is the referee today, the Egyptian officials alongside him. And as for the Ghana team named by Milovan Rajevac, 2 changes from the side that started at the weekend. Andre Ayew, one of the players to drop out of the side, he is only on the bench today. Baba Idrissou comes into the midfield, and there's a start as well for the number 3, Benjamin Tete. Thomas Partey of Arsenal, the number 5 in midfield, wearing the captain's armband today, with Andre Ayew a substitute. There is Norman Mapeza, the interim Zimbabwe coach, appointed ahead of this double-header against Ghana on a 3-month deal to take Zimbabwe through to the end of the World Cup qualifying campaign, replacing the sacked Zdravko Logarušić, and Milovan Rajevac, the veteran Serbian, returning as Ghana coach. So we're underway here in Harare. Zimbabwe and Ghana going head-to-head once again in World Cup qualifying Group G. Ghana looking for a repeat success after their huge 3-1 victory at home in Cape Coast at the weekend. If they can get the 3 points today, they will at least provisionally move to the top of the section above South Africa before Bafana Bafana play later today against Ethiopia. Blazing sunshine here in Harare. The playing surface looking a bit bumpy today. Let's see how the 2 teams cope with it. Ghana on the front foot already. They got the early goal at the weekend from Mohamed Kudus. And the Egyptian referee giving the free kick Zimbabwe's way. Baba Idrissou, the number 21 for Ghana, brought into the lineup today. Early possession for Zimbabwe. Knocked out of play on the far side for the Ghana throw. Brendan Galloway wearing the number 5 today for the home team. Raft of changes made by Norman Mapeza. Daniel Amarte of Leicester City in English Premier League taking the throw. Did he keep that ball in play? No, he didn't. Raman Kutsansira playing it right back today for Zimbabwe. Fighting to keep that ball in play. This is a Zimbabwe throw. Kamabiliat, the number 11, one of the men to look out for in the Zimbabwe team, making his return to the side today. Big star in the Zimbabwe setup, Kamabiliat, and as tends to be the case with leading Zimbabwean players, he plies his trade in South Africa. a mix of players based in the South African League, which is the most lucrative on the continent, at least away from North Africa. Some other members of the Zimbabwean team playing their football in England as well. It's the case with the Ghana side too. You may have caught a glimpse there of Joe Wollacott getting his chance in the Ghanaian side in these matches. Born in England and plays for Swindon Town in the English lower leagues. Foul on Thomas Partey by marvellous Nakamba. Sprinkling of Premier League stars on the field today. Here is Kamabilia for Zimbabwe. Played forward by Raman Kutsansira, picked up by Alexander Jiku. Forming a central defensive partnership for Ghana today with Jonathan Mensah. Jiku playing it long towards Benjamin Tete. Here's Teenage Hadebe, one of the players brought into the Zimbabwe lineup today. Norman Mapeza, 49 years old, succeeding Zdravko Logarušić, who was sacked after a run of just one win in 14 games. Can be a thankless task at times managing a national team. Expectations can be higher than perhaps they should be. Zimbabwe have never been to the World Cup, and today the news was that Djibouti had parted company with their French coach Julien Met. A statement released by the local federation suggesting that results had not been good enough in qualifying, but Djibouti, one of the lowest ranked teams in Africa, doing well just to make it to this stage of the qualifying campaign. Here's Thomas Partey. Ghana feel they should be at the World Cup. In a fight with South Africa in this group, the ball running through to Talbot Shumba in goal. Teenage Hadebe. This time Talbot Shumba going long. One in the air by Jonathan Mensah, picked up by Baba Idrisu. It's going to be a bit awkward at times for the players, the way the ball bounces and runs on the surface here. That ball got away from Mensah. Turned by Mohamed Kudus. By this stage in the game at the weekend in Cape Coast, Kudus had already found the net. Thomas Partey, another of Ghana's scorers in that game, wins the free kick. A year ago that Arsenal paid 50 million euros to sign Partey from Atletico Madrid. Here's Baba Rahman. Kamaldeen Sulemana in front of him. Certainly one to watch today, the very exciting young winger with Rennes in France. Kamaldeen Sulemana trying to get that ball to Jordan Ayew. The younger of the Ayew brothers does start today. Andre Ayew is on the bench. Jordan Ayew leading the line. There is Kamaldeen Sulemana, joined Rennes in the summer after playing in Denmark. The European summer. He's made a pretty lively start to life in the French league as well, Sulemana, and a future superstar in the making. This is Brendan Galloway, another of the UK-based players on the field today, and for both sides it is a relief that they're able to take part in the game today. The September internationals were marred for these two teams by the absence of British-based players due to COVID travel restrictions. Zimbabwe and South Africa, countries on Britain's red list for coronavirus, meaning that anybody going there would have to pay for a hotel quarantine on return. That red list has been drastically reduced in recent weeks by the British government, and possibility has arisen for players to come here today. And there are a number of players based in the English game involved in this match today. Calvin Madzongwe wearing the number 4 for Zimbabwe, starting today. There's no place in the lineup at all for Marshall Munetsi, who plays in France for Reims. That's Mohamed Kudus of Ajax, helped on by Baba Rahman. Back to Baba Idrissou, now with Thomas Partey. Chiku, well to get that to Baba Rahman. Kudus. Daniel Amarte of Leicester City now with Baba Idrissou. Sweeping ball out to the near side, brought down very coolly indeed by Knowledge Musona, and Kama Biliat is away here. Zimbabwe star player looking to his left for Jordan Zamora. Zamora again. Flow to this game in the early stages. Not a good ball in by Brendan Galloway. And now Baba Idrissou for Ghana. Kamaldeen Sulemana come to cause havoc on the left flank for the visitors today. Up against his fellow number 22, Kutsansira. Sulemana is away from him and tries to beat the goalkeeper at the near post. It's turned behind by Talbot Shumba. Well, Kamaldeen Sulemana was always going to be one of the star attractions of this game today. Exciting wing play from the young Wren starlet. Not a great shot, really a comfortable save, but fumble behind all the same for the first corner kick of the day. Talbot Shumba brought into the Zimbabwe lineup today. Washington Arubi dropped from the side. One of those 7 changes made by the coach. Thomas Partey keeping his place in the Ghana team. Zimbabwe 0, Ghana 0 in the early stages here in Harare. Zimbabwe drew 0-0 on this ground with South Africa to kick off their campaign last month. Only got 1 goal thus far in Group G. That was a penalty in Ghana at the weekend, scored by Knowledge Musona. A big task facing Norman Mapeza and his players. The other game that Zimbabwe have had, that shock 1-0 defeat away in Ethiopia, that was considered to be the final straw for Zdravko Logarušić as coach. Throw-in launched into the box, but a free kick has been given for a push, I think, on Teenage Hadebe. Today's referee from Egypt, and the Egyptians, their national team, were in action yesterday. 3-0 win for them across the border in Libya. Comfortable victory, putting them on 10 points from 4 games in their group, Group F. They are 4 points ahead of the Libyans and very much on course to advance to the final round of qualifying here in Africa. Just a reminder of the process, the winners of the 10 groups currently in play, they will all advance to the final round. 5 home and away ties. The winners of each of those ties will head to the World Cup in Qatar at the end of next year, for the first time the World Cup being played in November and December. Musona, the captain, cut back towards the penalty spot, but there was nobody there. Collected by Suleimana. Marte will get it back to the goalkeeper, Wollacott. Well, a bit frantic in the Ghanaian penalty box. Biliat fouled by Baba Rahman. Baba Rahman, who's been on the books at Chelsea for a long time now, but spent the majority of that time out on loan. In his 6th consecutive season, in fact, being loaned out. He's currently with Reading in the English second tier.
Foul.
It's Terence Zukamanja wearing the number 7 up front today for Zimbabwe, one of the players brought into the team. Amarte. Field to Djiku. It's a poor ball by Alexander Djiku, giving possession away and putting a bit of pressure on the Ghana defence. It's collected by Baba Idrisu again. And he wins the free kick, while the referee blowing the whistle for the slightest infringement today. Baba Rahman once again. This is Kamaldeen Suleimana, infield for Mohamed Kudus. Benjamin Tete. Cross to the far side for Jordan Ayew. Partey. Jordan Ayew again. Going to set off on a run here. Mohamed Kudus. Now with Baba Rahman. Now with Kamaldeen Suleimana. Baba Rahman continuing his run unchecked into the box and then whipped all the way across the penalty box. And the danger is gone for Zimbabwe. Baba Rahman, who's previously played in Germany. He's had loan spells while on the books at Chelsea in France, Spain and Greece as well. Majority of the Ghanaian squad are established in leagues in Europe. Suleimana again taking on Kutsanzira for pace. And Rahman Kutsanzira rescued by Kelvin Madzongwe coming across to make the challenge. Well, that is going to be a regular source of danger today for Zimbabwe. Kamaldeen Suleimana on that left wing. Another Ghanaian corner. Corner is played short to the edge of the box. Kudus. It's wasted by Mohamed Kudus. Well, we've had coming up to 18 minutes. Ghana have been on top, but not too much for Talbot Shumba, the Zimbabwe goalkeeper, to worry about. Milovan Rayevats back in charge of the Black Stars, and it will be fascinating to see what he can do. He's 67 now, the veteran, the man who led Ghana to the 2010 World Cup, that sensational run to the quarter-finals, and before that, the same year, they got to the final of the Africa Cup of Nations in Angola when they were narrowly beaten by Egypt. Jordan Zemura, the London-born number 3, who's playing on the left wing for Zimbabwe today, leaving that ball. Galloway taking the throw instead, and Zemura wins the free kick. Telling off for Baba Idrisu. Well then, what can Zimbabwe do from the free kick? The captain, Knowledge Musona, is standing over it, so is Jordan Zemura. It's going to be whipped in by Musona, and an awkward one for the goalkeeper, Joe Wollacott. Managed to get it away. The flag was up anyway. Knowledge Musona, who scored from the penalty spot in Ghana at the weekend. Not sure if that was an attempt at goal or if he was trying to pick out a runner at the near post. Vukamanja and Kamabiliat were in there. Here's Brendan Galloway, former Everton player, to Jordan Zemura. The English connection on the left side for Zimbabwe today. Goalless it remains here in Harare. As Vukamanja twists and turns to find a teammate, and a run being made forward by Kamabiliat. In by Vukamanja, an awkward one for Jonathan Mensah. Well, Zimbabwe beginning to threaten. Picked up now by Alec Mudimu. And the offside flag up again against Terence Vukamanja. Well, Zimbabwe have never made it to the World Cup. They were expelled from the qualifying campaign for the 2018 tournament in Russia. As we see the very mild appeal by Zimbabwe for a handball from Mensah, and it wasn't a handball, the replay showing. Did struggle to get the ball away, though. As Kamaldeen Sulemana switches it to the far side for Jordan Ayew, who stayed across there today with Benjamin Tete playing through the middle. Forward towards Tete, and free kick given. It's the reason why Zimbabwe were expelled from the 2018 qualifying competition was their failure to pay a severance fee to their former coach, the Brazilian José Claudinei. So that was a disastrous campaign for the Warriors, and they didn't win a single game in qualifying for the 2014 World Cup either. Closest they've ever come to making it to the World Cup was the 1994 tournament in the United States, when they were nearly there, and then they lost their final game against what was a great Cameroon team at the time and missed out. But Zimbabwe have never made it to the World Cup, and it's going to be a big ask for them to get to Qatar next year. Have to win this game today, as Joe Wollacott tried to let that ball run across his area and behind. I think Wollacott might have got a touch to it. Certainly the Egyptian referee thought so. Pressure still on. This is a good spell for the home team. Can the Warriors get the breakthrough past the midway point in the first half here in Harare? Knowledge Musona winning the throw. Cross in from the left, an awkward one for Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey with the captain's armband on today, with Andre Ayew on the bench. Another cross driven in, and again deflected behind for the corner. Comes off Daniel Amarte.
Look at that thing.
Again, the corner is played short. Kamabiliat back to Musona. It's a really dangerous ball in. And it was Kelvin Madzongwe who went for it but failed to get a touch. And he knows that that was a great opportunity for Zimbabwe to get the breakthrough today. Knowledge Musona with the cross. And Kelvin Madzongwe on the edge of the 6-yard box. Here's Zamura. Nice turn by Jordan Zamura, and he wins the free kick. Zamura has been outstanding this season for Bournemouth in the English Championship as they look to win promotion back to the Premier League. A breakout star for the team from the south coast of England. Ball running through to Wollacott in goal. Baba Rahman inside to Baba Idrisu, under a bit of pressure. That was an awkward one for the goalkeeper, Wollacott. Goodness me. Not a gift at all from Baba Idrisu in the midfield. On this playing surface, it could have been a disaster for Joe Wollacott. He has cleaned out Knowledge Musona in the process, but seemed to play the ball very cleanly indeed. No question of foul play. It was there for Musona to go for. Big day today for Joe Wollacott, and he would not have wanted to end up with egg on his face. 25-year-old playing for Swindon in the English lower leagues. It has been a talking point in Ghana, the goalkeeping situation. Richard Ofori, who plays for the Orlando Pirates in South Africa, he is out injured. Milo van Rijvat calling up 4 goalkeepers into his squad, and Wollacott in the squad for the first time, getting the nod ahead of Richard Atta, who plays for the local champions Hearts of Oak, and also ahead of Lawrence Atizigi, who's based in Switzerland. The other goalkeeper is the teenager Ibrahim Danlad, who was the star of the African Under-20 Championship earlier this year that the Ghanaian team won. Knowledge Musona still undergoing some treatment here, and Zimbabwe will hope that he can return to the fray. It's a big call on the goalkeeping front by Milo van Rijvat. Not too much he can do about the playing surface. Header won by Tete. This is Mohamed Kudus. Ghana have been on the back foot for the last few minutes, but Kudus going for goal. Terrific strike from long range by Mohamed Kudus. Really well struck by the Ajax player, but just over the top of the crossbar. Baba Idrisu. Free kick for him, challenged by marvellous Nakamba. Knowledge Musona waiting to get the nod to come back onto the field. That is good news for Zimbabwe, that their captain is coming back on. As Ghana get the free kick, this is within shooting range for them. Baba Rahman, the player, fouled. And it was Knowledge Musona with the challenge. Just back on the field. Half an hour into this game. Tightly fought thus far. Talbot Shumba organising his wall. So Thomas Partey, who can really strike the ball from distance, has his eye on this free kick. About 25 metres out for Thomas Partey. Over the wall and through the goalkeeper and into the net. A thunderous hit from Thomas Partey. And the Black Stars of Ghana have the breakthrough here in Harare today. What a strike from Thomas Partey. And once again, he is on target against Zimbabwe. It's a different goalkeeper today for Zimbabwe, but the end result the same. Partey got the crucial second goal for Ghana at home at the weekend. He is wearing the captain's armband today with Andre Ayew on the bench. And certainly playing a captain's role with that superbly struck free kick. Questions will be asked about the goalkeeping, but it was just too powerfully struck for Talbot Shumba. 31 minutes in, and Thomas Partey gives Ghana the lead here. The goal coming just at a point in which Ghana had been on the back foot a little bit. Zimbabwe beginning to threaten. And the question now is, can the home team find a way back into this game? Just the one goal thus far in the group for the Warriors, and that from the penalty spot. That should settle Ghana down a little bit after a tricky start to the game. Daniel Amarte standing over the throw here. There is a Zimbabwe player down, just fixing his boot. Brendan Galloway. One of the newer members of the Zimbabwe setup. Brendan Galloway, the 25-year-old at left back. Amarte to launch the throw. It's going to be short in the end for Tete. Amarte again. Back to Tete. A lot of the players struggling with the surface here. It was the case last month between Zimbabwe and South Africa. No goals in that match, but we have the breakthrough today thanks to Thomas Partey's free kick. Raman Kutsanzira playing at right back today for the home team. He is one of the home base players with the leading side FC Platinum. Raman's free kick forward into the box. It's played into the 6-yard area by Benjamin Tete, thumped clear. Kamabilia losing it. Strong play by Jordan Ayew. He wants the free kick, and in fact it's going to be a Zimbabwe ball. Jordan Ayew initially thought he'd been fouled. Yet to get on the score sheet in this qualifying campaign, Jordan Ayew. Here's Knowledge Musona. Over the bar from the Zimbabwe captain. Applause from Norman Mapeza, the coach, for the effort from Musona. Gave away the free kick, of course, which led to the goal. And should be doing better from that situation, Musona. View of the stadium here in Harare, which stands empty today. A lucky few officials and accredited people inside the ground. These supporters locked out today, unable to give the Zimbabwean team their backing. Zimbabwe were at the last Africa Cup of Nations in 2019, failed to win a game. It's the same situation in Gabon in 2017. They will be at the next Cup of Nations in Cameroon early in the new year. Difficult group for them with Senegal, Guinea and Malawi. Zamora playing it back the way. Knowledge Musona, Marvellous Nakamba and Biliat all waiting in the middle. And it's headed behind by Mensah, not taking any chances. Frustration for Jonathan Mensah, the Columbus Crew defender. It's been in Major League Soccer for a few years now. Corner is played short to Zamora. Zamora's cross is a really good one. Kept alive by Hadebe. Zimbabwe will build again. Notsongwe. Back it comes to Kutsansira. And now with Talbot Shuba, the goalkeeper, just waiting to see what is happening ahead of him. Beaten by that Partey strike, and his kick downfield is returned by Daniel Amarte to Joe Wollacott, the Ghana goalkeeper. Born in Bristol. Alexander Djiku, born in Montpellier in France, but his Ghanaian father enabling him to represent the Black Stars, and Ghana have won themselves another free kick here, again in a similar position, a little bit further out from where Thomas Partey got the goal. Possibly too far on this occasion to really have an attempt on goal. Going to be the first card of the game. Alec Mudimu is the player cautioned. Zimbabwe defender based in Georgia. Grew up in England but doesn't play there. Well, Partey is standing over this ball again, but Jordan Ayew fancies a crack too, I think. That would be quite something if Thomas Partey repeated the medicine here. Didn't play for Ghana last month because of injury and because of the COVID travel restrictions in any case. Partey going for goal again. It's deflected off the wall and behind for the corner. Outstanding player for Atletico Madrid for some time. Left Atletico at the beginning of last season, which turned out to be a title-winning campaign for Diego Simeone's team. Harder times at his current club, Arsenal. Still such an important player for Ghana. In-swinging corner. It's going to fall to Jordan Ayew on the volley, deflected behind. Another big chance for the away team here. Another corner, this time from the left. Beyond everyone. Thomas Partey can't deliver every time. This Ghana team, a mixture of the more experienced players who've been there and done it before. Some members of the Ghana team were there when they got to the final of the Africa Cup of Nations in 2015, when they were beaten on penalties in an epic final by the Ivory Coast. The likes of Jonathan Mensah and Baba Rahman played in that game. Andre Ayew played in that game too. Jordan Ayew came off the bench that day. An incredible final in Bata in Equatorial Guinea. Finished 0-0 after extra time, but an epic penalty shootout, won 9-8 by the Elephants of the Ivory Coast. Nakamba. Another corner for the home team. So what can Zimbabwe do from this one? Plenty of yellow shirts forward for Knowledge Musona's delivery. An in-swinging ball headed on by a Ghanaian defender at the near post. I think it was Baba Rahman, Norman Mapeza, who is combining his duties as Zimbabwe coach with his permanent role as manager of the leading Zimbabwean club Platinum. Sansira's ball in. Comes all the way to teenage Hadebe. It's an inviting cross from him. Comes out to the edge of the box, perhaps with a shot at goal. No. Ghana get it away and trying to break away towards the Zimbabwe goal. Good defending from Alec Mudimu. About an hour after this game finishes today, it'll be South Africa at home to Ethiopia in the other game in this section. Ghana win this and South Africa slip up, then it will be advantage to the Black Stars. Kamaldeen Sulemana, 19-year-old, slipping it through towards Kudus, whose attempted cutback is turned behind by Hadebe. Yet another chance for Ghana from the corner. So over the head of the goalkeeper and blocked on the line. Oh, a huge moment in this game. Ghana very nearly doubling their lead. Jordan Ayew it was who took the corner that time. And the shot by Daniel Amarte stopped on the line. The goalkeeper was nowhere to be seen. And a huge block on the line, keeping Zimbabwe in this. Well, there's no question that a second goal for Ghana now would leave Zimbabwe in a very difficult position indeed. Here's Amarte. Kudus. Nicely done by Mohamed Kudus. Into the middle towards Jordan Ayew. That one will be claimed by Talbot Shumba. Is there a Zimbabwe response coming before the break? Jordan Zamura. Long ball towards this near side for the captain, Knowledge Musona. In by Kutsansira. Kamabiliat, the slight figure of the Zimbabwe number 11. The shadow growing longer over that corner of the National Stadium here in Harare as we move into a single minute of added time at the end of this first half. Away by Jordan Ayew. Here is Mudimu. Central defensive partner, teenage Hadebe. This is Brendan Galloway of Plymouth Argyle. Zamura. Now with marvellous Nakamba. Zvukamanja. To Kamabilia. Trying to feed it back through for Terence Zvukamanja. Lovely play. Superb skill from Kamaldeen Sulemana. Well, he cost Rennes a lot of money in the European close season to bring him to France from Nordsjælland in Denmark. And Kamaldeen Sulemana has got everything needed to be a star for Ghana for many years to come. At the moment, the Black Stars are in a strong position here and still on course to make it to Qatar for the World Cup next year. They lead by a goal to nil in Harare at half-time. The Thomas Partey free kick, too powerful for Talbot Shumba in the home goal. And at half-time here, it's Zimbabwe 0, Ghana 1.
قول لي احمد انا قلت على الاصفر كويس
Well, welcome back to Harare. Thomas Partey, the Ghana captain, heading back out for the second half here, and the Black Stars in front at the break thanks to his goal. That fizzing free kick that was too powerful for Talbot Shumba, the Zimbabwe keeper. And as it stands, Ghana heading to the top of Group G, onto 9 points from 4 games before South Africa play later in Johannesburg against Ethiopia. Just to keep you abreast of what's happening in the other game at the moment in African World Cup qualifying in Group H, Senegal looking to secure top spot and move through to the next round, drawing 1-1 with Namibia. They were in front early on in that game, but were pegged back, and interesting second half in store there. And the other games to come this evening in Group A, Algeria in action as well, and Guinea play Morocco too in Group I. Off we go then in the second half here in Harare. Ghana get things underway, leading by a goal to nil as the shadows grow longer here at the National Sports Stadium. Thomas Partey's free kick, they will feel, was just reward for their first half performance, but Zimbabwe did have their moments. Milovan Raivats's team could have been 2-0 up, of course. Daniel Amarte with that effort cleared off the line from a Jordan Ayew corner just towards the end of the opening period. This is Terence Nzukamanja for Zimbabwe, hacked away by Partey. And it will run through to Joe Wollacott in goal. Big step for Joe Wollacott up to playing at this level of World Cup qualifying from a Swindon team in third place in League Two, the English fourth tier. Now sharing a pitch with some big name stars of the English Premier League like Thomas Partey. Jordan Ayew and marvellous Nakamba as well in the Zimbabwe ranks. Here is teenage Hadebe. Back to Talbot Shumba, playing in goal today for Zimbabwe. One of the South African-based players in Norman Mapeza's squad. Mapeza himself was a star for the national team back in the 1990s. Spent much of his own playing career in the Turkish leagues, including a spell at Galatasaray. All change on the Zimbabwean bench and on the Ghanaian bench ahead of this double-header as Talbot Shumba sees that behind. Talbot Shumba plays for Free State Stars in the South African second tier. He was playing his club football in Zambia before that. Marte watching that up against Jordan Zemura. Foul by Zemura on the Leicester City defender, Jordan Zemura. It's been outstanding this season in the English second tier with Bournemouth. Partey. Trying to find Jordan Ayew. Away by Jiku. Might just fall here for a Ghana player at the edge of the box. It's just wide in the end, the shot from Kamaldeen Sulemana, but the referee's whistle had gone anyway. Foul by Benjamin Tete in the eyes of the Egyptian referee. Benjamin Tete getting his first call up to the Ghana squad for these matches, the Turkey-based striker. Very eclectic mix of where these players on the field today play their club football. Baba Idrisu in the Ghana midfield, brought into the lineup today. One of the two changes made by Milovan Rayevats as Talbot Shumba comes out for that ball. He will keep hold of it for a little bit to stop Jordan Ayew taking the early throw, allowing him to get back into position. Here is Amarte. Mohamed Kudus. Somehow still got that ball. Excellent play by Mohamed Kudus, and now out to the far side if Kamaldeen Sulemana can keep it in. Great excitement in Ghana about the young forwards Kamaldeen Sulemana and Mohamed Kudus, who played together in Denmark at Nordsjælland. They made big money selling them on one year after the other. Kudus went to Ajax last year, and then Kamaldeen Sulemana joining Rennes this season as Benjamin Tete's shot sails high and wide. Talbot Shumba starting in goal for Zimbabwe today, ahead of Washington Arubi, who played in Ghana at the weekend. Oh, Hadebe's lost that. Tete trying to pick out a teammate in the middle. Partey lays it back for the shot. It's off the crossbar from Mohamed Kudus. Ghana once again very close to making it 2-0. It's a big let-off for Zimbabwe, who come forward at the other end, and Kamabilia chopped down by Alexander Jiku. Gives us a chance to see the shot again from Mohamed Kudus, set up by Partey. And as we were watching that replay, Alexander Jiku was getting a talking to from the referee and has been yellow carded. French-born defender who plays in Ligue 1 for Strasbourg. Clear foul on Biliat. Thanks to his father that Jiku is eligible to play for Ghana. What can Zimbabwe do then from the free kick here? It's a horribly overhit delivery. Well, waste by Jordan Zamora. Very unfortunate for him. The playing surface maybe not helping. Zamora can certainly do better than that. Born in Lambeth in London, but eligible for Zimbabwe through his two parents. He actually studied sports science at Canterbury University before going on to Bournemouth. He's a young player, but not that young. Of course, the age at which young players break through these days. He is nearly 22. Well, these qualifying matches have tended to be hard-fought, close affairs, and do sense there's more goals in this game, but for the moment it remains 1-0 and still there for Zimbabwe if they can find a way through. You just wonder where the goals are going to come from. There are talented players in the Warriors team, the likes of Knowledge Musona and Kama Biliat, but do they really have the quality in the final third? That is the question. Fouled by Kelvin Madzongwe. There is Mohamed Kudus. One of the young stars in the Black Stars ranks. Zemura trying to feed it through for Tukamanja. Zimbabwe still in possession, looking for Kama Biliat in the middle. He's not the biggest player, Kama Biliat. Zemura, this is a nice play from Jordan Zemura, and just tried to curl it towards the far corner with the outside of his left boot. And in the end, the shot is poked well wide, but a big chance for Jordan Zemura and for Zimbabwe. Norman Mapesa's team looking for the equaliser. Apologetic hand raised by Jordan Zemura. Hadebe. Forward by Galloway. Kama Biliat. Biliat again. Looking to set off on a run. Picked up by Jordan Ayew. Kelvin Madzongwe for Zimbabwe. Zemura started the second half on the right-hand side. Madzongwe battling to win it back. Now Zemura on the ball. Trying to play it inside towards Musona. Galloway. Knowledge Musona. Picked up by Mohamed Kudus. Looks to set off on the run. Thomas Partey. Can they get it to Suleimana on the flank? It's a really good challenge on Thomas Partey. Zimbabwe have it back again. This is Terence Vukamanja. Dragging Jiku out of the penalty box. Zemura. Kama Biliat. Zemura still going. And once again it breaks down for Zimbabwe on the edge of the box, and there is that lack of incisiveness in the final third. Can be made to work very hard, but you do wonder if Zimbabwe have an equalising goal in them. Remember, they're missing Tino Kadewere today. I wonder what they can bring off the bench without Tino Kadewere. Knox Mutizwa, the South African-based striker, is an option as a substitute. Galloway back to his goalkeeper, Talbot Chumba. Under a bit of pressure, that's all he could do. Here's Kama Biliat. Biliat taking on Mensah. Excellent running from Biliat, but strong defending from Jonathan Mensah. Well, they know that Kama Biliat running with the ball can cause problems. Again, it's a decent spell for the home team, but is it a spell from which they can get the equalising goal? They so desperately need it. They got the equaliser in Ghana at the weekend before eventually succumbing to a 3-1 defeat. Knowledge Musona. Knowledge Musona's shot. Well, that was an opportunity for the Zimbabwe captain, and really should have done better. Just off balance as he went to strike it. Scored his team's goal from the penalty spot at the weekend. They're crying out for a bit of quality in open play. And Knowledge Musona unable to provide it. The Zimbabwe captain, who these days is based in Saudi Arabia. He has had a stint in South Africa. He's played in Europe as well. Time then for a change. Kamaldeen Sulemana is the man to be replaced, and Daniel Kofi Kere, the German-based forward, comes on for the final third of this game. Might mean a slight rejig to the way in which the front four are positioned. At the moment, Kere is on that left-hand side, vacated by Sulemana. So Zimbabwe player down here off the pitch. Ghana player on the ground as well. 18 is marvellous Nakamba. Unable to take part in the games last month because of the travel restrictions. Catching Baba Idrisu. Too much on that long ball forward. Well, Zimbabwe cannot afford to lose this game today if they're to keep their slim hopes alive, if they can win it. And if South Africa slip up later, would just keep things very tight in this section, bearing in mind it's Zimbabwe. The next game is in South Africa. If they can win today and win that one, then they might just have a chance. But it's a big ask for the Warriors. It's proving to be a fascinating qualifying campaign. There's some very tight groups. Only 5 teams will make it through, remember. Next year's World Cup in Qatar. And then the World Cup is set to be expanded to a 48-team competition in time for 2026 in North America. Kamabilia scrapping for the ball. He's got it here, Kamabilia, looking for a teammate on the edge of the box. Knowledge Musona. Now with Brendan Galloway covering his Baba Idrisu. And again, the move breaks down for the home team. And once again, a lack of incisiveness in and around the penalty box, costing Zimbabwe. Time then for a Zimbabwean change, and it is going to be a change up front. Terence Vukamanja is coming off, and player we mentioned a short while ago, Knox Mutizwa, is coming on here. Plays for the Durban club Golden Arrows in the South African top flight. Recently became their all-time top scorer. Well, let's see if he can find the way to the back of the net for Zimbabwe in the next half an hour or so. Kudus. Baba Rahman. Baba Rahman looking for Kere, the substitute. Daniel Kofi Kere of St. Pauli in the German second tier. Foul on Jordan Ayew. And once again, you sense the future is bright for Ghana, winners of the African Under-20 Cup of Nations in Mauritania at the beginning of this year, and mentioned the expanded World Cup to come in 2026. That will mean a planned 9 places for African national teams, and sense that Ghana can firmly establish themselves as regulars at the World Cup in that case, and certainly with the players coming through, with Kudus and Kamaldeen Sulemana already there, Baba Idrissou as well, and more coming behind. A couple of members of that Under-20 Cup of Nations winning squad are with Milovan Rajevac' squad this week. Thomas Partey felt the contact from marvellous Nakamba and went down. Here's Amarte. Looking for Jordan Ayew. That ball will run behind for the goal kick. Well, we've had 65 minutes here in Harare. Norman Mapeza has made his first change as Zimbabwe look for a way back into the game. They need goals from somewhere, Zimbabwe side. Otherwise, they will be heading out of World Cup contention, and the remaining games next month will simply be part of the preparations for the Africa Cup of Nations in the new year. Norman Mapeza will return to club duties with FC Platinum. Turned behind by Jiku. Ghana still leading by a goal to nil thanks to that Thomas Partey free kick. Daniel Amarte back to Wollacott. Wollacott sending it long downfield this time. Brilliantly kept in play on the far side, and it will be a Ghana ball. With all credit Tete doing really well. Ghana preparing more changes possibly. New staff in working with Milovan Rajevac. Amongst the new coaching staff, Richard Kingson, who was former international goalkeeper, now the goalkeeping coach. Another Ghanaian corner for Jordan Ayew to take from the left. In-swinging ball. Comes out to the edge of the area towards Kudus. Brilliant technique to get the shot in. Saved by Talbot Shumba. Well, Shumba did well to get something on that initially under pressure from Daniel Kofi Kere, and then good save from the follow-up, but a fine attempt by Mohamed Kudus. One to watch this season with Ajax in Europe and in the years to come. Here's Mensah. We'll let that run back to Wollacott. Free kick given. Teenage Hadebe protesting his innocence with the Egyptian referee. Houston Dynamo defender. Gone beyond the midway point in the second half, and Zimbabwe know the danger that Ghana can pose from these free kick situations. That's where the goal came from in the first half. Perfect Chikwende, the number 9, getting ready to come on here. For the moment, the Zimbabwe players will have to defend this free kick without him. Touched back to Kudus, blocked by the wall. Might just come for Kere. Smashed wide by the substitute. Ghana again looking for that second goal. And before the action restarts, there will be a change from Zimbabwe. Jordan Zamura coming off. Decent shift today from the Bournemouth youngster. And making way for Perfect Chikwende. Started in Ghana at the weekend, dropped from the lineup today. He is a right winger by trade. It's his natural position. He played for Platinum, the club coached by Norman Mapeza, before leaving earlier this year to join the leading Tanzanian side Simba. Well, Zimbabwe have made the changes, but they are being pushed back at the moment. Tete, Kere and Kudus all waiting in the middle. Benjamin Tete. Ghana happy to keep hold of possession. Here's Mensah. Amarte. Nicely done by Kudus. Kudus going for goal. Very difficult to beat the goalkeeper from that distance, but Mohamed Kudus has it in his locker. Scored a great goal at the weekend and has threatened to find the net again today. Backed away by Hadebe to his goalkeeper. Nakamba. Substitute Chikwende with the touch. The moment Chikwende on this near side. Well, the problem here for Ghana, Alexander Jiku is on the ground. The referee signalling for the stretcher to come on. Not good news for Ghana, not good news for his club Strasbourg either, ahead of the return to league action in France this coming weekend. Tight turnaround for these players. Such a busy time, the long journey from Europe to Ghana at the weekend, then the marathon journey down to Zimbabwe for this game. Concern on the Ghanaian bench, and Alexander Jiku is going to come off on the stretcher here. And Ghana will make the change. No waiting around from them. Milovan Raivat sending on Joseph Aidu.
For Ghana, outgoing jersey number 23, Alexander Jiku. Incoming jersey number 6,
Joseph Aidu with Celta Vigo in Spain. A straight swap at the back. Handball by Kutsansira. Not a ball that Mohamed Kudus can keep in play. Zimbabwe need to find a way quickly to get an equalising goal. Ultimately, that is where games are won, in the opposition penalty box, and Zimbabwe have been lacking quality in that area since the beginning of this campaign. Coolly headed back by Alec Mudimu to his goalkeeper. Raman Kutsansira coming forward here, looking for something happening ahead of him. They've not been able to get the substitute Knox Mutizwa into the game as yet. Joe Wollacott has not had much to do in the second half, if the truth be told. A couple of nervy moments in the first half for the English-born goalkeeper. Oh, a short back pass, and Wollacott was a bit late to react to that. Well, still 75 minutes into this game, and some of the players are still struggling a bit to adapt to a tricky playing surface here. Shadows getting ever longer across the pitch at the National Sports Stadium in Harare. Joseph Aidu, of course, has just come on. He needs to get used to the conditions. Baba Rahman with the throw. Milovan Raivat did a superb job in his last spell in charge of Ghana. That's going back more than a decade now, of course, since that run to the World Cup quarter-finals in 2010. He had a spell in charge of Qatar, lasted just 6 months, and then a very brief stint as the coach of Algeria. He resigned after just 2 games at the helm. His most recent job was with Thailand, but he was sacked by them in January 2019 after a defeat to India at the Asian Cup. So Milovan Raivat hasn't exactly had his finger on the pulse, you might say, recently, but of course very well respected in Ghana for the job he did in his previous spell at the helm, and heading for a second win in as many games in charge here. Foul on Kamabiliat. He's not really been able to influence the game the way he would have liked to today, Kamabiliat. Long ball forward looking for Mutizwa, collected by Wollacott. And here's Daniel Amarte. Joined Leicester City in time to play a small role in their remarkable Premier League title-winning campaign in 2016. Problem here with Baba Idrisu on the ground. Mallorca midfielder, he's been busy today in that Ghanaian engine room. Wollacott will take the free kick. is Norman Mapeza. I mentioned that he is the coach of Platinum, the leading Zimbabwean team. They were knocked out of the CAF Champions League in the first qualifying round last month, losing on penalties to Sagrada Esperança of Angola. Meanwhile, the Ghanaian champions, Hearts of Oak, have a glamour tie to look forward to in a few days against Wydad Casablanca. The news is that there will be 2,000 supporters allowed in to the first leg match in Accra. Very difficult at the moment to let fans into games across the continent. Daniel Amarte to take the throw. Amarte again, infield to Thomas Partey. Jordan Ayew gives it to Daniel Amarte again. Kudus. Touch by Kere for Jordan Ayew. Benjamin Tete waits in the middle. Too much on the cross. And it will be picked up by Chikwende into the last 10 minutes. I do back to the goalkeeper. Here's Hadebe. The expanded Africa Cup of Nations giving Zimbabwe more of a chance to make it to the finals. The World Cup is another thing altogether. Ghana have been able to appear at a number of World Cups in the last 2 decades, and at the same time they regularly feature in the latter stages at the Cup of Nations. They have won the Cup of Nations 4 times, but not since 1982. They look to end nearly 4 decades of hurt at the upcoming tournament in Cameroon. Interesting group to look forward to. They're up against Morocco, Gabon and the Comoros. Not an easy afternoon for Talbot Shumba. Beaten by that Thomas Partey free kick on the half hour. That is still what separates the teams here in Harare today. Problem here for Benjamin Tete. The top of his calf on his right leg, which is the problem. Bit of magic spray for him. First call up for Tete for this get-together. The Yeni Malatyaspor player, Andre Ayew, still warming up down there with Majid Ashimeru alongside him. Are we going to see Andre Ayew today, or will Ghana get through this game without him? Thomas Partey picks it up for Ghana. Foul on Baba Idrisu. Ghana edging closer to victory. Free kick sent forward by Ayew. Will be claimed here by Talbot Shumba. Well, Thomas Partey has not dominated this game in the way that he is capable of doing, but he is set to be the match winner for the Black Stars today. Former Atletico Madrid man. Kudus trying to bring that down, Kudus, but flag up against the Ajax player. Ghana preparing a couple of changes down below. We are going to see Andre Ayew for the last few minutes anyway. Caleb Ekuban is coming on too, and it is going to be a triple change. Samuel Owusu will get a few minutes as well. And Jordan Ayew is one of the players coming off 3 changes in the Ghanaian attack here. So Jordan Ayew, quick embrace for his brother. He is replaced by Samuel Owusu, who's a winger based in Saudi Arabia with Al Fayha. Changes being made slowly. On comes Andre Ayew in place of Mohamed Kudus. Glimpses again of what an exciting player he is and will be. Just a few minutes today for the veteran Andre Ayew, these days playing his club football with Xavi Hernandez's team Al Saad in Qatar. And Benjamin Tete is the other player making way here.
Substitution for Ghana.
It's Caleb Ekuban, who was born in Italy and plays for Genoa. Other of the newer faces in the Black Stars ranks. Plenty of fresh legs on in attack for the last few minutes. There should be a good few minutes of stoppage time to come as well. Downfield by Talbot Shumba. Collected by Kamabiliat, but a poor pass from him. He's lucky to get it back again. Nakamba for Knowledge Musona, the captain. And the challenge by Daniel Kofi Kyere on Kamabiliat gives Zimbabwe a free kick here in a dangerous position. Can they grab a late equalising goal? We're already at the stage, really, where it's all about pride for Zimbabwe here, but if Ghana concede the equaliser, that would be very damaging indeed for their prospects. Now then, what a story it would be if Knowledge Musona could get an equaliser here for Zimbabwe from slightly further out from where we saw Thomas Partey get the opener for Ghana in the first half. Musona's strike is over the bar. Knowledge Musona trying to play the captain's role for Zimbabwe today, but unable to test Joe Wollacott, the Ghanaian keeper. And time then for another Zimbabwe change here. Kamabiliat is the player making way. And it's Kudakwashe Mahachi of Supersport United in South Africa who comes on. Last throw of the dice from the Zimbabwe coach. Mahachi is a winger. It's a player in the middle that they need more than anything. Nicely done by Kuban. So his fellow substitutes Owusu and Andre Ayew in the middle. He wants the corner. The referee gives the goal kick. We're into the 90th minute here. Jonathan Mensah, part of that Ghanaian back line, which looks set to leave Harare today with a clean sheet and 3 points. Not a particularly memorable performance, if the truth be told, but it's all about getting the job done at this stage in the qualification process, and they can still dream of a place in Qatar at the end of next year. Andre Ayew can be telling his teammates about what it's like in the Gulf state. Ghana heading to top spot in the section, but it's an awkward one for Aidu. Does well to get it back to the goalkeeper. We're into 3 minutes of added time now. 3 minutes left for Zimbabwe to salvage something from this game today. Milovan Rajevac enjoying his return to the Black Stars at the moment. A victory at home to Zimbabwe at the weekend on his first game back, and set to be 2 wins out of 2. Talbot Shumba launching it downfield. Oh, well, Wollacott grabs it. Hasn't been a busy man today yet. Wollacott, the new boy in the Ghana goal. Just that bit of quality from Thomas Partey making the difference. Zimbabwe have to go long. It's now or never for them. Wollacott will collect it. And Milovan Rajevac, the veteran Serbian manager, set to get the better of Norman Mapeza and Zimbabwe once again. Ghana could do with running the ball into the corner and keeping it there. Still a bit of time for Zimbabwe here, but the way in which they've struggled to score goals since the beginning of this campaign, it's going to be very difficult for them to find a way through in the last minute of stoppage time. Knowledge Musona. Infield to Kelvin Madzongwe. He goes long, and again it will run through to Wollacott, and he is not in a rush this time. Time is almost up for Zimbabwe here in Harare today. Amarte. It's all he needs to do at the moment. Clear that ball downfield. Andre Ayew. Ghana ranked 53rd in the world. They're the 7th best team in Africa according to the FIFA rankings. Compare that to Zimbabwe, 113th in the world. On paper, Ghana should be winning this game, and it's set to be 2 wins out of 2 against the Warriors of Zimbabwe in 4 days. Sets them up nicely for the final 2 matches in the group next month, including a decisive game coming into the reckoning against South Africa. Ghana have done it. 1-0 winners here today in Harare. Delight for Milovan Rajevac and the Ghana staff, and Thomas Partey, the captain for the day, the hero for the Black Stars with that first half free kick. Too powerful for Talbot Shumba in goal. And a lack of quality in the final third, preventing Zimbabwe from getting the equaliser. It finishes here. Zimbabwe 0, Ghana 1. Well, disappointment for Zimbabwe. Their hopes in this group are at an end. 1 point from 4 games. They are 8 points behind Ghana, who move to the top of the section, and we wait to see what South Africa can do later today at home to Ethiopia. An Ethiopian victory would keep their hopes alive as well, so that's going to be a really interesting game for the Bafana Bafana in Johannesburg. But Ghana currently top of the section, 9 points from 4 matches, and then a crucial game to come in Ethiopia next month before they finish their campaign at home against South Africa, looking for revenge for that 1-0 defeat in South Africa last month that was so costly for the previous Ghanaian national team coach Milo van Rijvaarts, coming in ahead of this doubleheader after the decision by the Ghanaian FA to part company with his predecessor Charles C.K. O'Connor. Well, that is proving to be a good decision at the moment. The managerial change working out for the Black Stars. Victory again today here in Harare, and the flags are waving for the lucky few Ghanaians in the ground. So this is the situation in Group G then. Ghana moving to the top on 9 points from 4 games. South Africa on 7 from 3 games. And Ethiopia on 3 from 3 games. That South Africa can move back to the top with a win against Ethiopia later. Zimbabwe 1 point from 4 games. They are bottom and will not be going to Qatar 2022. That is all from us for now in Harare. We'll see you next time.